Hey lovely people, it's your girl Mwii and I am back with another story time for you guys. So I actually already recorded this story time before, but you see the video qual and what, like, it just wasn't flowing, you know, like it didn't have that extra vibe. So let's get into it, honey. As you can see from the title below, your girl is trifling. Your girl is, I don't even know. I just don't know. Like I just don't even know. So let's get right into it. So this is, this was Form 3. It was Form 3, 10th grade. And yeah, at this point in time, Daniel and I weren't together. We hadn't been together for a while. He'd even started dating this other girl for a bit, but Daniel and I weren't together at this point in time. If you're wondering who is Daniel, Daniel is from my previous story time. If you haven't watched it, the link is down below and popping up somewhere in the video. Go check that out. So Daniel and I weren't together at this point in time. I'm just trying to be a new chick. Like 10th grade was very stressful for me. That was a very stressful year. I'm just trying to be a new chick, new swag. Like 10th grade was just all over the place. I had ended someone's relationship earlier in the year. I had stolen someone's ex and was come for after that. Like so much was happening. So this is like third term, third semester. It's September, but it might have been October, I'm not too sure. Either September or October, around there. And it was ISAs, and there was ISA sporting events at our school. So this was the basketball and netball tournament ISAs. So not a lot of schools were there, but there were a bunch of schools, and it was free weekend. So free weekend is the time where you're able to go home for the weekend. Like you can go home and chill and whatever and do your stuff. But like bear in mind, some of us lived far away, so we couldn't go home all the time. So yeah, this free weekend I didn't go, if any. I think I only went home for one free weekend, to be honest. I don't know, I'm trying to act as if I used to go. Nah, I didn't go as per usual. Nothing new, nothing different. And this was before it was banned. So I had been talking to this guy. We're gonna call him Idris. He's this really nice guy who was in my class, really sweet, nice dark chocolate skin. Back then, you know, I was a little confused. Well, not confused, no shade, no tea, but I was into light skin boys back then. So like dark skin niggas weren't really my cup of tea. They weren't my flavor. But today, so this boy, very nice dark chocolate skin, even tone. Like you guys, thinking about it now, Idris was fine. Idris was fine. We're just tripping. We're just foolish. We were young. We didn't know these things. But Idris was a fine boy. I'm saying this now. But the Mwii from 2011, from that period in time, didn't really think of him that way. So anyway, at this point in time, I didn't know that he was like a rebound, but whatever. A rebound after how many months, but whatever. So I'm talking to Idris, and I was talking to Idris about one of his other friends, Andrew, who I tried getting with, but like it didn't work out, and it was just a whole bunch of nonsense. Like Andrew's a whole other story. So bear in mind, these names, these aren't their real names. I'm protecting their identity because one, I'm not that petty and that salty to be exposing people's names, and two, it's just fun making up names for people, and that way I can be talking about them and they'll never know unless they watch the videos. So that is how I'm talking about Andrew. We're talking about Andrew, and we're just talking about a bunch of stuff, and I start to have some feelings for Idris, and I'm like, you know what, I kind of like him. So I went to one of my girls, I can't remember which one of them, and I was like, yo, I think I'm digging Idris. And in fact, I remember who it was, this girl Rebecca. So I was telling Rebecca, I'm like, yo, I like Idris and everything. And Rebecca was kind of like, she was team Daniel. So she was just like, yo, what do you mean? Like, you know, there's still a chance for you and Daniel. You know, there's still a chance for you and Daniel. Like, why are you doing this? Like, come on, you and Idris, it won't even last that long. Like, come on, you guys don't even go together. You don't even look good together. Like, literally just shut down the whole mission. But I was stubborn. I get what I want. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get this. So that is how what did I do? That's how I didn't tell anyone else. I think I just told her about it. But she told my other friends who came for me and were like, yo, what's this we're hearing about Idris, blah blah blah. I'm like, I'm just talking to him, like, I don't know. Okay, cool. So it was the Friday of ISAs. It came along, Friday of ISAs. I remember we had art class, and then we were talking, and then we talked about how we're gonna hang out later that day. And cool. So that's how, basically, it was like a date. Cause like when you, like, we didn't live in a city. It was a boarding school. So whatever you do and whatever activities you plan on doing, like if you're like, oh, let's go play soccer, that's like a date, you know? Do you get it? So that was like our date. We're gonna hang out together, ISAs. Which we did, and it was so much fun. Like, it was fun hanging out with Idris. It was fun. I almost said his name. It was fun hanging out with Idris. Like, Idris was really a great guy. He was making me laugh. He bought me food. Like, it was fun. So after all of that, he, of course, asked the question, hey, I know you're feeling me, and I'm kind of feeling you too. Like, I'm not trying to rush it or whatever. Let's be boyfriend and girlfriend. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I just said yes. I didn't even give that time to be like, oh, let me think about it. You see, the way I am, if I like you, I'm going to say yes. Like, I really, if I take my time and like, let me think about it, I really don't like you. So that's just how I am. Every single person who I've liked and they ask me out, I've always said yes on the first bat. Like, I've never given them time to think about it or be like, oh, let me change my mind. No, I say yes immediately. So just saying the type of girl that I am. So that is how, yeah, he asked me out, and he asked me out, this was like around 6:30ish at night. Like, it's almost dinner time. In fact, it was past dinner time. I didn't go for dinner that night, but anyway, that happened. He asked me out. Cool. So get back to the dorms. Tell me why my girls are on my grill, because they already found out, because where it goes quick in a small school with a population of 300 plus whatever. So these heifers already knew that I was dating Idris. They didn't even give me time to like sit them down, talk about it. They just came for me and went at it and went for my neck. Like, they came for me. They came for me. So I'm out here and these girls are here telling me ABC, oh my gosh, she's still in love with Daniel, like Daniel this, Daniel that, blah, blah. Basically trying to fill my mind with Daniel so that I forget about Idris, because they were like, really, it's funny, they knew me and Daniel's relationship was toxic, but they also liked seeing us together, and they thought of us being with other people. I don't know, it's a weird friendship relationship type thing, but at the time they just felt like Daniel was perfect for me, even though Daniel never saw that and whatever. So that is how it was. The next day, and they just coincidentally were hanging out with Daniel around the same place me and Idris are walking by. So it's cool, like, we're walking, and then, like, bear in mind, Daniel and I hadn't been talking for like maybe even 3 months at this point in time, like 3 months, almost 4. Like, we hadn't been talking for a while. So why all of a sudden is Daniel saying a hi to me? It's like, is that, wait a minute, me? He's like, hey Mwii, and I'm like, honey child. Me, I was just like, wait, what? Like, no, like nah, be like no nigga, like nigga nah. like you're not saying hi to me. So anyway, I just said hi. Like I wasn't gonna be rude. Like I'm not gonna stand just be like you're with my girls. Like I'm gonna talk to you, you know. Like I'm not gonna vibe with you, but like I'm gonna vibe with you. Do you get it? Like I'm gonna talk to you because you're with my people, but we're not cool. Like don't get it twisted. Like don't think we're buddy after that. So with that being said, nigga steps his role and he comes up and he's like, we need to talk about what? So he asks Idris, and Idris knows him. Idris is a cool guy. Idris kinda saw what was happening, but he didn't. So, or he just didn't want to talk about it, I don't know, but like, so that's how he just basically gave me to Daniel, and he was like, you guys can hang out, it's cool, he wants to talk to you, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll see you later. So I'm talking to Daniel, and then we're talking, and he starts out, oh, so you and Idris, blah, blah, oh, that's kind of cute, I'm happy for you, blah, blah, blah. But then he's like, but really, Mwila, I kind of miss that donk, I kind of miss that ass. Kind of miss that body. Me. I miss you being my girl. Like you always be my girl. Just letting you know. Like if it just messes up, I'm gonna come true. Like basically selling me dreams. And guess what I did? Let's just sit. Let's reflect on foolish Mwila. What does she do? Goes back to Daniel. I haven't broken up with Idris. Idris doesn't know, but I'm back with Daniel. Like I'm back with Daniel. We even ran away somewhere, we made out. I just ran back to Daniel, like fleeted to what I knew. And it was after a while, and then he's like, okay, so we'll hang out tonight, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, cool. So my girls are there. You guys have been gone for long, hanging out, blah, 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 cool. Why is it that they're like, so are you guys back? And I'm like, then it clicks in my mind. I'm like, you guys planned this, and they're like, no, we didn't. Like, whatever has happened. Like, it was all up to you. Like, no one told you. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, cool. And then they're like, so what about Idris? And I'm like, OMG. I'm like, I have to tell Idris. Oh my goodness, where is Idris? I feel so bad. So that's how I was running all over the place, and then I found Idris, and then we were talking, and that's how, like, at 4:30 exactly, like around exactly 22 hours later, I told him, Idris, I'm sorry, but you can't be my boyfriend. I'm back with my ex. And that's it. That's all I told him. I was just like, you know what, like, we talked and we sorted things out, and I'm really sorry that it looks this way, because it really looks bad. Like, even listening to myself talk about this, it looked really bad. Like, it was really nasty. Like, fam, you dated a guy, strung him alone, your ex comes around, and then all of a sudden you're in your ex's arms. Like, bro, see your life. So that's the story of when I was trifling. You guys liked it. I will see you guys in my next video. I need to sort out some things, talk about some things. So I will see you guys later. Bye.